Welcome everyone to be my guest. Today we're going to discuss about some of the parents' characters that makes their children angry. And I have a young guy here with me that will tell us some of the things that he feels that parents do that makes their children to be angry. Welcome to my program.
Thank you very much. I'm happy to be here today.
Yeah. So let's go straight to the point. What do you feel that are some of the characters that parents do that makes their children to be angry?
I think one of the things that, let's say, annoy children the most is when a parent promises and fail. In the sense, like they say something, they promise something, they tell the child they're going to do something, and then do not do it. Promise only with what you can do, so that you not disappoint the child later. That's what I think.
Yeah. Like at times, some parents will promise their children that tomorrow we're going to buy some shoes, we're going to buy some clothes for you, and they put all their hopes there that tomorrow you're going to buy something for them, and tomorrow comes, you nowhere to be found. It used to make them to be angry.
Yeah.
Like that's what I understand. So when you know that you cannot afford that thing, don't promise. So parents, if you know that you cannot fulfill your promise, don't promise at all. Yeah. Because promise and fail is one of the things that makes your children to be angry with you. So think that's good. And what else?
I think one of the other things that annoys children most is when a parent reacts, like let's say overreacts to something, maybe when you're correcting the child. In the sense, let's say I do something I shouldn't do, okay? Let's say one of my parents decides to get angry. One of my parents gets angry, but let's say
overreacted.
Yeah, overreacting in the sense that it gets too angry related compared to the thing I've done, to what I've done. So I think that's not good. I personally don't like it. So overreacting, as it says, it's like it's self-explanatory. React more than you should.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
When they do something, and what I understand here, when your child do something or your children do something, when you are correcting them, don't overreact. Correct them based on, let the correction be equal to what they did, not that you overreact. Some parents will start telling them how everything, start insulting them, start making them, provoking them, telling them all sorts of things that is not related to what they did. Yeah. It makes them angry. It's true that you correct them, but correct them with love, don't overreact. Because when you overreact, you are no more correcting them, you're even making them to be angry because you're going out of points.
Yeah, okay, personally, I think, I personally, when they overreact, I think, why do you react like this? I could clearly understand the thing, even if it's playing in a more polite way. Yeah. In the sense, there's no need of you getting this angry and shouting.
Yeah.
I understand even if you're not sharp. I understand clearly even if you're not sharp. I mean, it's normal to get angry, but no, you need to moderate it. As we obviously need to try and not do bad things that can make you to be angry as parents.
Yeah. But see, some parents will start shouting everywhere. Shouting is not correct. You are making a noise. You're even provoking the child more. But when you correct, just in a polite way, I think they will understand more than when you are shouting and disturbing the whole yard. That becomes a noise, no more a correction. That's good. That's great. I love that. So, what else?
I personally don't like when, parents do not crave enough time for the child, for the children in general. Yeah. In the sense that they're always away, maybe there's work, and when they're not at work, they're somewhere else, don't, go out with your child, and go to, have fun with your children, with your family. I think it's not like the best relationship it's not like the type of relationship that a child asks for with his parents. I think children we as children or as the child of someone would like a relationship in which you see each other, you have fun, you spend good time with the person that you love, with your parents or with your child, I think.
So what you're saying that when one of the things that makes children to be angry is when parents don't create time for them.
I'm not saying necessarily angry, but I think like detached. It's like a necessity.
Yeah.
At certain points, if you have no relationship with the person, you just feel like detached. So I don't think it's the best thing.
Yeah. So it's saying that as parents, we have to create our time for our children, stay with them, go to park with them, do some things with them. Don't just leave them alone. You don't have time for them at all. You are only working, going to your businesses. You are not having time. You're not creating out any time to stay with your children, to interact with them, to know what they want or what they don't want. You have to be creating out time. It gives them joy when you stay with them, when you are with them, when you know what they are doing, and when you show concern, show love to them by staying with them. So that's good. That's great. Okay. Is there any other thing?
This is probably one of the things I can't take this. I can't stand when a parent don't give the child enough independence. I'm 15 now. This year I'm going to be 16. I need to be independent. I need to learn how to start doing things by myself, how to be spending how to spend on my own without a parent necessarily controlling me or something. I think it's just a matter of, the bigger I get, the more independent I should get, I think.
I've seen some parents that when their children want to go out with their friends, they don't want them. They only want their friends to come to their house, but they will never allow their children to visit their friends.
Yeah.
I think that's what he's talking about. We have to trust our children to an extent, to give them a little independence. Let's allow them to mix up with their loved ones, because they too have their loved ones, so that they interact with their friends, they will know what is happening, and some independence. And when they are going, like he said, they need some money to buy things, because at times you will see some children, their mates are buying things they cannot even buy because they don't have anything. One day you don't have to, the next day you don't have. It will make other children to even start looking at you as what type of family do you come from. So when they need a little independent, even in their spending, even in their to buy some of the things that they need you to allow them to make their choice at times. I think that's what he wanted to. Yes,
exactly that.
Exactly what he said. Okay, that's great. Parents, I hope you are following us. Please follow us and know how to take care of your children, and don't do these characters that makes them angry and puts them off. Learn. Please come, parents, and learn with us. All right. What else do you think that is that okay?
I would say even like believing is not like, doesn't necessarily make me as a child angry, but I think parents or generally adults that believe at literally everything they see on the internet, on social media, anywhere, and just applying it without verifying if it's true or if it's false, if it's a lie, because as there are lots of information, there are also a lot of lies. So you need to select what is true and what is not. You can't just read something and assume it's true without doing other researches and then start applying it to your family. Like if somebody should say, for instance, eating apple is bad, can kill you. There's some parents that just read it. From that moment, you not see apples again in the house.
Okay,
I think document yourself. Check what is true or is not. You can't just see everything and believe at that, because you just can be easily deceived if your character, if your attitude is there. That's what I think.
Okay, what I understand that some parents that will see something in the internet or some information, they will not verify it, they will just take it down.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, exactly.
They said you will not do this, you will not do this,
yeah.
the whole family, you will not do it.
Yeah.
Or this is like this, they just believe any information without making inquiries, without knowing whether it's true information or bad. Parents will just believe it and start acting on it upon their children.
Yeah.
Their children don't like it. When you get any information, make sure that it's true. Is true information, is real, before you start enforcing it on your children.
Yeah.
Not that these parents did this and it did not work, you want impose it, you immediately impose it on your children that this is how you'll be doing because this person said they did this, they did that, and you want it immediately to start applying to your children. It makes them angry because it might not be the thing that work for this person, might not be the same that work for this people, this one, and this one that it might be good for this family, it might not be good for this family. So don't, because this parent did it, you read it in the internet, you want it by force to be done in your home. It might put your children off. It makes them very, very angry.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think just connected to this point I just made now, like parents having an old mentality in the sense that they just apply with the children and with the family and with anything they see, the mentality, not good one, but especially the bad one that they were brought up with, that's probably at that time was good, it was everything's alright, but now it's not more like, it's not like that good, or it's not advisable to continue doing it. And so yeah, it's like connected to the point I made before, because like for instance, let's say a parent reads that new technologies are evil and everything. Now this is another thing, so I'm not going to talk about this, but I mean you believe at literally everything because like you're having an old mentality in the sense that you think that everything that is new is bad, is evil. Everything that is coming now is just evil because you see it on the net. Somebody tells you that they put something in your phone and they watch you and anything like that, and just believe like that because you have no mentality and because you believe at everything you see on the internet. So I think not that you should not be aware or you should not be attentive, but at least like do not necessarily believe at every single thing because you have an old mentality. That's make it just it's just like I personally don't like that.
Yeah. When you're talking about old mentality, some parents, they are treating their children of these days how their parents brought them up.
Yeah.
In those days that you cannot talk, anything your parents said is yes sir, yes ma. You will not say anything, you cannot even contribute nothing. But these days, these children of these days, you have to give them chance to express themselves. Not when they want to talk like our own days, when your dad talk and you want to talk, shut up. You will just shut up your mouth. Or your mom, you cannot talk. They want to say, shut up your mouth. You shut up their mouth. Everything they say is correct. You have to say yes sir, yes ma, whether it's true or false. These days, it's not like that. You have to give them chance to express themselves. It's not like the other day. Please don't treat them like the olden days, like how your parents treat you. Give them chance to express themselves. That is what you have to do now. Not like the yes sir, yes ma of the olden days. Give them time and to express themselves. Okay, I love your points. You're really hitting the nerves. And do you have any other thing to add?
Yeah,
okay?
I think as the last thing is parents not recognizing the efforts of the children, in the sense that I probably may put all my effort in doing something, maybe in trying my best in schools, for instance, and maybe I'll not have that great results as I should. I'm just making a common instance that can happen to anybody. And so like maybe you have, or let's say straight B's instead of A's, that is like A plus or something like that. and the parents just say, hey, you could have got A, you could have got here, A there, and just do as if you got D's and F's everywhere. I think not that you shouldn't teach a child to aim for better, but at least like appreciate, encourage the child. That's how to do it. Like encourage the person, not tell him that, hey, you didn't do well, or you didn't do well enough or something, or things like that. So they're not help with their irrelevant comments that just make the child frustrated and annoyed and angry. Yeah.
Okay, I hope you are getting it, parents. Some of the things that makes our children angry is, for example, when they are putting their best, they are trying their best in their school to have high marks, but out of a sudden they are not meeting up with all those A's, maybe they have B's. That is not bad, but instead of you accepting that and encouraging them to move to continue studying to get all A's, you're just angry as if they failed everything.
Yeah.
It makes them angry. It discourages them. So help them, encourage them when they have good results. Tell them you did well, but next time try to do more, instead of being angry as if they failed everything. So parents, let's learn. Without these points, I hope we've learned something. We'll learn how to talk to our children, and these characters that they mentioned that puts them off, please, let's not do it. Let's correct them with love. Let's give them chance to express themselves. Let's promise and fulfill our promise. And let's create our time to stay with them, to play with them. Let's give them some independence that they need. Not that you allow them to do whatever thing they want to do, but give them some independence. Let them have some time for themselves and be free at times. They love it. And he said that we should not believe everything we hear on the internet, that this person did this, for that you must do this. If this will be the role in my family, you have to verify some information before imposing it on your children. So I hope we really learned something. I've learned so much. Some of the characters that he mentioned, I do some, so from today, I will not do them again. So please, let's not make our children angry. Please, let's be good parents so that they always be proud of us.
Yeah.
So that's all we have for today. If you like this channel, please subscribe. See you next Friday for another interesting discussion. Till next Friday, bye.